Gold, Platinum and Diamond. The big 3 Elo Hell for most of Valorant players. Today we're going to analyze each of these ranks and see what's their main mistakes and how we can avoid them. And we're of course starting with the Gold. The first mistake will be not knowing enough the map's rotation. It's not about checking corners, but also understanding where the people can hide, plant the spike, play your predator, etc. Also, I know you heard it many times, so I won't dwell on it, but don't forget to analyze every time how you died, instead of blaming everything. You need to understand how could you avoid that next time, because there's always something to improve. The second mistake will be that you're too much predictable. Let me show an example. When you get many frags from a place that the enemy didn't check first time, don't even try to do this twice in a row, because the enemy will check this time, and you're going to die easily. Wait at least a few rounds, vary your playstyle and be unpredictable as much as you can for the enemy. The less predictable you are, the more you'll get enemies by surprise. The third mistake will be that you're not doing your freaking job as an agent. How many times I saw a guy playing a duelist as a lurker, a smoker as a duelist, a sentinel that is not using his freaking stuff to cover the back of the team? I mean, you got it. So play as your character suggests you to play, and not like a random player. Being unpredictable do not mean playing like a brain rot. For me, the most versatile role is of course initiator, because you can entry site easily, you can cover the back, you can clear the site, you can maybe lurk also, but I don't really recommend it. Another fact could be that people who does not respect their role are the most focused on their KDA. Bro, we don't ask you to only get kills, we ask you in the first place doing your job as an agent, and play with the team. Let's hop into the Platinum now. So the first mistake, and maybe the most important one for Platinum, will be clearly that you're way too hungry. Just imagine, the round started, you got 1 kill, 4v5 to your team, and you're advantaged. That's incredible. Then you pick again, and you die. Just why? Like, okay, you're confident after the first kill, but you just destroyed the whole advantage your team had by overpeaking. Can you agree that this is completely stupid? Another example is when you're on 3v1, and you all pick 1 per 1. And here again, how many times did I see someone in my team losing a 4v2 or a 3v1 after I killed like half of the team? This is so annoying to see that your team didn't manage to get a free round just by being hungry. And you know what? Yes, of course, it's kinda because of the KDA. Stop focusing on the KDA, play with your team, and it will be way more easier to get rounds. Second reason could be that you do not know when to shift and when to actually run. For example, when you're picking, do never pick it slow. Do never shift when you're picking. Always run, always strafe, because the enemy will have more time to kill you, because they're gonna see you earlier than you can see them. And this is a problem for you because they're gonna kill you faster, basically. They're gonna see you faster, they're gonna kill you. The second example could be that when you're rotating, when your team is rotating, you could rotate in slow, because when you're rotating in slow, the enemy cannot know if you're still there or you're rotating. Of course, they can have the idea that you might rotate with your team, but that doesn't mean that you're actually rotated. So try to manage this thing, this is quite important. Another example which is really annoying is when your mate is running what you decided at the beginning of the round that you're going to slow. If your mate is still running, do not stay in slow. Follow him, run with him, enter the site quickly, because the enemy already knows that you're here. They already know there's some activity around the site, and then there will be at least one guy who's trying to rotate. So you're gonna struggle to enter the site. Or at least you can rotate, of course. But this is up to you. So to summarize it, first example, do not slow when you pick. The second, slow when you rotate. And the third, follow your teammates even if you're running. The third mistake could be that during post plants, stay close to the spike. Bro, we didn't ask you to go traveling. We asked you to plant and cover the freaking spike until the round is done. Because if you go too far and the enemy starts defusing, you will basically just reveal your position and probably lose the round due to your panic movement or panic aim, unless you're a good aimer of course, and you can rest on it, but still be careful, don't go too far from the spike because this is really important. You don't have to kill the guy by surprise, you need to defend the spike and that's it. Now, if you're watching VCTs, you saw that tip many times during eco rounds or bonus rounds. When you have a bad weapon, like a Warsky or something that is cheap and won't let you win the round, just go die from the spike, or from the enemy, but this is more preferably to die from the spike because you don't give the orb to the enemy. So you will win more money next round, because unless you have a good weapon, you will first win no money next round, and have a bad weapon that you cannot change because you cannot afford a better one. Now let's get into the most important rank for today, Diamond. Diamond for me is literally a rank that is really close to Platinum, because for me this is Platinum but with a better mechanics and better understanding of the game. Look, there's many things that are common with the Platinum, many mistakes that are really similar between both. For example, when you pick 1 per 1. There's a lot of times when I saw in Diamond people picking 1 per 1 and not cross-firing when they had the advantage. They were ego picking and basically dying without doing anything useful for the team. Second mistake could be that you're way too hungry again. Don't overpeak, play smartly. You know the enemy is gonna make a mistake, and you can catch him on this mistake, because Diamond is a rank where people are going to punish you for your mistakes. They're going to punish you instantly because they already know what you're doing. I mean, I'm not sure you got me, but I hope so. As I already said in my last video, you shouldn't take unnecessary picks, especially in case of players' inferiority in your team. The third mistake, and I would even say that it's not a mistake but more an issue, is that many Diamond players are egoistic. When I mean this, I mean that many of Diamond players are thinking that they're above everyone, that they're the strongest. Remember guys, above you we have Ascended, Immortal and then Radiant. That means that you're not that actually so good as you think. So there is no reason to insult anyone who's bottom fragging or negative, because you're not gonna help your team and not gonna help yourself to rank up if you're doing this. This is useless to trash talk someone. If he's trash talking you, just mute him. But do not even try to get in a conflict on this rank, especially because you need to focus more on your mechanics, on your logic, rather than any destructive things such as toxic players, and moreover being these toxic players. So please respect your opponents, respect your teammates, because a healthy gameplay is always better than just being in a sort of chaos. Everyone wants to win, that is normal. Your teammates, your opponents, yourself. So please make as much as you can the most comfortable ambience in the team to play the game actually, because this is better for everyone. Thank you. By the way, if you didn't find anything useful and you still do not know what stops you from grinding, you can still watch my last video showing on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe to support me. We're trying to reach the 200 subscribers, so thank you for the support and see you next.